Okay, let us start the class. In today's class, I'm going to explain polymorphism achieved, how to achieve polymorphism. Polymorphism in Python. How to achieve polymorphism in Python? By method overriding. Method overriding and inheritance. So we'll try to understand. Okay. Polymorphism in Python. How to achieve by method overriding and inheritance. First of all, let me explain what is method overriding and inheritance. Okay. Comment. Okay. Method overriding means same method name, same parameters. Same method name and same parameters. If two methods have, if two or more methods have, then method overriding occurred. Okay. Suppose a class has two methods. Okay. A class has a method. Suppose parent class. Okay. In Python, parent class, base class. Okay. These terms are same. If a class has parent class has a method with a name and some parameters, so child class, derived class are same. Even the subclass, okay, all the same words. So if a base class means parent class has a method and it has a name, so same name with the same name, child class has same method name and parameters, then it is called method overriding. Okay. So by practically, we will try to see what is that. And inheritance. Inheritance means inheritance. Inheritance means what? If child class inherits the properties, inherits the properties and methods and okay. So we were discussing about inheritance. In inheritance, what happened? If a child class inherits the properties and methods of parent class. Okay. Parent class or base class. Base class. In Java, it is called parent class superclass, okay, or superclass. So that time it is called inheritance. So normally a child inherits the properties and characteristics from the mother and father. So that is called child is getting characteristics and properties from the mother and father. Like in programming, child class inherits. Child class gets the properties and methods, whatever the methods of parent class. That is the inheritance. So inheritance and method overriding, I have explained. So by these two, method overriding and inheritance, how polymorphism will be implemented. That is we need to discuss. Okay, so now I'm going to write the code. First of all, let me explain a class here with the class keyword. Okay, in Python, class keyword will be used to declare a class name, say any class name. Suppose I am taking boards. Boards is a class. As per name suggests that class, fruits is a class, car is a class, human being is a human is a class. So for that class, so many suppose boards is a class. For in the class, objects are what? Peacock, crow, sparrow. These are the object. Physically, they are the object. But bird, what is bird? Which bird? You will simply ask that. See that bird. You simply ask that which bird. Okay, so bird is a class. For the class, objects are there. So now within this, see, it is giving error because here what happens? The red mark indicating that if you keep your mouse here, it indicates that expected indented black. After that, next line of code should be indented black because once class is declared with a name, so next line of code that must be somewhat follow some indent. Indentation means margin. Okay, this much. One tab means this one tab of margin. So whatever the code, now it will follow one tab, 4 spaces. Here we need to create a method, not a function, because this is a function, but it is under part of your class. So def now introduction. Introduction is what this method name intro. Method always suffixed with the brackets. Method otherwise function. Now column. Class and function will be terminated with the column. Now then, as I told you that whenever this is declared inside of a class, so it is what? It is a object method. It belongs to object. Okay. Means what, if you want to access this method with the object name, so that moment you need to put the self keyword here. If you want to access this method with the class name, this is class name. So with the class name, if you want to access, so that is called your class method. That moment, no need to self. This self parameter indicates that this method belongs to the object, not for the class. And it can be any parameter. Okay. See, biscuit, chocolate, biscuit, anything. Yeah. Okay. See, yeah, me, my name was anything. So after that, whatever the parameters, if you want, you can keep any parameters. Suppose x, comma, name. These 2 parameters I kept here. These 2 be after this self parameter. Okay. So now this no need one self, it is self parameter. Now come down. We now within this put a simple print statement. See, now this print statement becomes part of this method. So how much of space it is taking? 2 tabs, 4 space, 4 space, 4 space for function, 4 space for this print statement. It is indicating that it is part of your method. If you keep this, so now you can't say that this print is part of def function, def method, introduction method. So whenever you give one tab, now you can simply say that this is part of your method, part of method. So from here, it is called how many lines of code you write. That is called a block of code. Block means BLOCK. Block means some lines of code. That is called def block. This is called class block. In class block, one method is there. Under the method block, some lines are here. One print statement. So within this print statement, you put some string type of data. Many birds, suppose many birds we have, whatever. Okay, many birds. This is the string type of data I kept in def black. Okay, after that, you declare one more method with the def keyword. Now it's name fly, because these are the activities of behavior of the birds. Now this method is also object method. You simply put the self keyword after that colon. Now you put under this, you put a print statement. Within this also put a string. String can be double quote and single quote. It can be okay. Under okay. Now you write nice. Some can fly. Some can fly, and some cannot. Some cannot. Can't. Okay. Now what happened? One class declared, class name is birds, it has two methods. Okay. Now come down. You declare one more class. Now class name is take the objects of the birds class. What are the objects of the bird class? So many objects are there within the bird class. Sparrow is a bird. It is an object. Object means real time. In our real life, we are seeing physically, they are physically existing. Crow in front of me. Sparrow, it is flying. Okay. Eagle is there. Physically, it is there. Okay. So you need to take that one more sparrow. Sparrow is what? In real world object. But sparrow is a class. Means so many sparrows under the sparrow. But that sparrow comes under birds. Okay. Sparrow, one more class I have declared here. Now what happened? Now inheritance, how inheritance birds. So now after that colon, okay. Now what happened? Within this birds class, I am going to declare one method, same fly method. Okay. Now within this fly method, it is object method. So self parameter compulsory. Now after that, put a print statement here. Okay. Within this print statement, put a string type of data, double quotation, single quotation mark. Out of many birds, sparrows can fly. This is the statement, string type of data. Now what happened? Then after, take one more class. You create one more class. Copy this one. No need to write the code. You copy this one, you paste here. Now you change this class name as ostrich. Ostrich. Okay. Ostrich is a class. Now it comes under birds class. Okay. Now def fly self, out of many birds, ostrich can't fly. Can't fly. So now what happened? Try to understand. Here inheritance takes place. How inheritance takes place, I will explain. See, this is a class. Okay. Within the bracket, if I pass another class name, so that moment, the bracket, whatever the class name I have kept, that will become the parent class. Parent class means parent class, base class, super class, all the terms are same. Okay, now this class becomes the child class, derived class, subclass in Java. It is called a subclass in Java. Okay. Now birds class become what? Super class means parent class. Sparrow class, child class. Now sparrow class inherits all the properties and methods. So now sparrow class inherits the methods of birds class, parent class. This is the bird class. Bird class has two methods. So here I have not, this introduction method, I have not mentioned in sparrow class. So now without writing in Sparrow class, this introduction method, this method will be accessed inherently. That is called inheritance. So now let us see what is happening. So now have one parent class is here, two child classes. Okay, this is Sparrow and ostrich. Because in ostrich class, I have put bird's name. So now birds birds class become parent class. Now then after what happened? Now we need to create the objects for objects. Create the objects for what? First of all, create the object for birds. Take any object name. Suppose obj equals, okay. Otherwise, you simply write object birds. Okay, object birds means what? This object created for birds is equal to what? Bird's name is equal to bird's name. Okay. Now object created. This is the constructor. This is this bracket. Constructor is a special method. Okay. You can write here, comment here, constructor. Normally in Python, one more constructor that is called init function. Init function means double underscore method, init function. That is constructor. So that will be used to update the instance variables of the in Python, instance variable to construct the instance variables in Python. So that init function will be used once that is declared. I have created separate class for the constructor. You refer that class, okay? And that moment values will be passed here. If construct in init function, if instance variables are declared, so their values will be put here, constructed. Okay, now. So now what happened? Create one more object for what? Sparrow. So always class name must be, it is a name convention, capital letters, huh? Sparrow. Okay. So object Sparrow is equal to, okay, Sparrow. This is object to create for what? Sparrow class. So you mention here Sparrow. This is the syntax. Okay, X is the constructor, same here for the Sparrow class. Now one more object you create for object for ostrich. Ostrich is equal to, you need to put, okay, ostrich. Okay. Now what happened? Now three objects created for the separately for the birds for Sparrow, ostrich. Now you simply nothing to do. You call object birds, obj birds, okay, dot intro method, introduction method. So that intro method, I think I told you that method always suffixed with then next, okay, brackets. Now same you copy this one. Why do you need to copy? You paste here. Now these two methods of the birds, introduction method, fly method, they will be called with the object name. Okay. Now next you use the object method of Sparrow. Okay. Object method of Sparrow. Okay, now is equal to object method of Sparrow. Now within that method, object Sparrow dot. Methods will be accessed with the dot operator. Now this introduction method, which is part of our birds class. So that is not mentioned in, neither mentioned in Sparrow class nor mentioned ostrich class. That Sparrow class only one method, that method indicating the sparrows can fly, and ostrich class have one method that indicating that the behavior of the ostrich birds can't fly. So here I want to access the parent class, this method, without declaring in child class. That is happening here. That's why, see, object birds, okay, that is introduction, object birds fly, these two methods of the birds class. But here I want to access this with the Sparrow class object. So introduction. Okay. Now, same. Next, you paste here object sparrow. Now, after introduction, fly. Okay. Now, next, you take one more class of birds, that is ostrich. Ostrich. Ostrich class has this object. That object methods declared in ostrich class they are being accessed with the object with the dot operator. Introduction, this method is not ostrich class method. This is the method of your birds class without creating in ostrich class that is being executed. Now, next method, fly method, that is the method of ostrich class. Object, ostrich, fly method. Fly method, that is the method of own method of fly, own method of ostrich class. But this introduction method, it is not part of ostrich class. That is the parent class method. So now, whenever you execute them, compile them, so what happened? This much of result we are getting. Some birds we have, some can fly, some can't. That is the basic step. It is indicating about the birds behavior. Some can fly, some can't. Many birds we have, out of many birds, sparrow can fly. Okay, but many birds we have, we have not written in sparrows class. We have written only sparrows can fly. So, but many birds we have this method taken from where? From the parent class. That is called our birds class. Same thing. Many birds we have, out of many birds can't fly. Out of many birds, ostrich can't fly. So we need to make the sentences meaningful. Many birds we have. Many birds we have. Out of them, from them, otherwise from them, some can fly, some can't. It is meaningful. Here, many birds we have. Out of them, you remove this one. Out of them, many sparrow can fly. So many birds we have. Out of them, ostrich can't fly. Out of them. So now what happened? See, polymorphism. Polymorphism achieved by inheritance method overriding. So inheritance, I told you that how inheritance is being taken place here. But what about the method overriding? Method overriding. If a class, here this is the class, bird class, it has a method name, introduction method. If the same method declared in another class, now that become what? Child class. Okay. But here, introduction method not declared, but self method. This fly method, it declared in sparrow class and ostrich class. So same method name with the same parameters. If different parameters, that is called method overloading. That is the difference between method overriding and method overloading. You need to understand the difference between here, difference between method overloading, comma, overriding. What is that? Overriding means overriding. Okay. One more R we need to keep here. Okay. What is the difference between in method overloading, method name same, but with the different parameters, with the different parameters. Okay. Method name same, but with different parameters. In the last session, we tried to understand in method how method overloading occurred here, where polymorphism. Here, see, where is that? This is in the last session I tried to brief you. So this is a class addition. I have kept a comment. So under this class, this is a method add defined. So for that method called with the different parameters. See, 0 parameter, 1 parameter, 2 parameters, 3 parameters. Now same method is here, but with different parameters. So that is called method overloading. It is simply called sometimes as what this is called method signatures. Method signature, try to understand what is method signature means. Within this method signature what? Method name and parameters. They are called method signature. Method name, method parameters. Okay. So if method name is same but different parameter, so method overloading occurred here. So method name same but with different parameters. That is called method overloading. So now what is method overriding? Method overriding means method overriding means what? Method name same. Method name same with parameters same. Parameters same. That is called method overriding. But the method signature is what called, I told you that method name, method parameters, whatever the parameters declared inside of the method, inside of the this is the method, inside this is a parameter. Next after whatever the parameters, all must be same. Okay, then that is called method overriding. So now what happened? See, in method overriding, that method declared in parent class, that will be overridden by same method with same parameters declared in child class will be overridden. Okay. So means this will not be executed, this will be executed for the child class. So that is called method overriding. These are two methods declared in the parent class. Okay, these methods can be accessed by bots. Bots is declared inside of the class. But if I want to access these methods in another classes without declaring them, without defining them, define declaration means once method is written with the method name and def keyword that is declared. Now, if there is no any statement is written, only the method is declared. Now, if any statement is written, method is defined. Okay. So now, I hope that you able to understand. I hope that how the method polymorphism achieved here, implemented by method overriding and inheritance. Okay. So polymorphism, what we have discussed today. Poly means many, forms means morphism means forms, many forms. Many forms. But same thing can being done in different forms, different ways. Here, same thing we are doing, but in different ways. What is the same thing? Same birds class, and that bird has another species like sparrows. So normally birds will fly, some birds can't fly. Okay, all birds, many birds we have, many sparrows we have. Okay, many ostriches we have, but ostrich can't fly. Here ostrich, sparrows can fly. Okay. So polymorphism, same thing is being done in different ways. Okay, different ways are what? Sparrows are birds. They fly, but ostrich, they are the birds, but they can't fly. But same method, fly method. Okay, but that fly method behaving in different ways. Here, fly method behaving, sparrows can fly. Here, fly method can't fly. Same same method, same action, but in different ways. Okay. So by this, we can understand that polymorphism can be implemented over the methods or by method overriding. In previous class, I explained that polymorphism achieved by some inbuilt functions. Polymorphism will be implemented in some inbuilt functions. Here, len function used, that len function used, same function len. Len is used to find out how many characters are there in a string. Here, same len function used, how many elements are there in a list. Okay, so same function is behaving, is functioning different actions. Here it is functioning over a string, it is functioning over a list. So polymorphism. So inbuilt polymorphic functions. Here, so here also this function len function is used to find out how many key pairs in dictionary. Okay, dictionary always consists of pairs. One key is there and one value is there. So this is one pair. Okay, this is one pair. Now, next is what user-defined polymorphic functions. User-defined means here polymorphism implemented as a programmer. I have created my own functions. Okay, so that is what under this function, user-defined function, how polymorphism achieved over by method overloading. So method overloading, I told you that what method name same with the different here 0 parameter, here 1 parameter, 2 parameter, 3 parameter. So method overloading means same method name with the different parameters. Now method overloading. So achieved implemented by in functions. I told you that. So that is whenever I compile this code, we will get the outputs like this. Okay. So method override, this method overloading, and here it is called method overriding. Overriding means one method is declared in your parent class, same method, the fly method declared in your parent class, same method declared in your child class. Now this method will be overridden by this method. So this will be executed for the child class. Okay. Method overriding, method overriding and method overloading. I hope that you are able to understand that. Okay. So one more point I want to discuss, method overloading can be implemented by operator overloading. Operator overloading. So here I explained method overloading is two types. One is operator overloading, method overloading. Method operator overloading means same one plus operator here used to concatenation of adding up these two strings. These are two strings. Plus used for addition of strings. Here plus plus is being used to for addition of two strings, and here plus is being used to addition of integers. So same plus polymorphism means same thing is being done in different ways. Same thing means addition, Same here. Addition is being done with strings, here with the integers. That is polymorphism method over operator overload. Here operator is being used. Here different say overloading same methods with different parameters. Okay, now method overloading. Method overriding means same method name and same parameters. If the parent class has the same parameters and same method name will be implemented in child class. Now method overriding with inheritance. Okay, I hope that you understood that. Okay, I'm going to terminate the class. Thank you. Have a nice day. Jai Hind. I'm going to terminate the class.